Hello, Erica here. First and foremost, please forgive me for any poor audio quality. I don't have my headset with me today. So what I'm showing you right now is my course that I am starting to build out. For the capstone, again, I'm doing an exemplary module with 3 outcomes. I'm building it out in Moodle. Last time I had a video introduction, I was showing sort of the back end of this, and it was a little bit difficult to set up, but now I'm working in the user interface, which is good, and I also have a demo student account set up so that my peer reviewer and also our professor is able to view the content. And if anybody is interested in going through this and you would also like to have the login credentials to log in and view this as a student, please just let me know. So what you're looking at is the individual module where students are accessing the material. I've started it out with some course welcome and introductory activities. Obviously, this would come first, and then there would be more outcomes than just these 3, but I felt that it was important to model that introductory section. There's announcements, of course, Q&A, where students are able to ask questions, and this KWL activity, which could be completed by a demonstration participant. They just wouldn't be able to complete the last part, which is the L in the KWL. So basically what the KWL is it gives them a template to download and then work on. Please forgive all my documents. So it's just a KWL chart. What do you know, what do you want to know, and what are you going to learn? So what students will do is they'll do the what I know and what I want to know part at the beginning, and then come back and fill out the what I learned part. But they'll turn their assignment in with just these first 2 so that I can take a look as an instructor. So back to the course, we can start looking at the exemplary module that I've built out. I've listed the outcomes. I'm trying to model good course design here, so I have the headings set appropriately. I have the outcomes here listed in a bulleted list, and I have my outcome 1 with a defined heading. Same thing with the learning material and the activities, and then outcome 2, learning material and activities. And I will just begin working on outcome 3 shortly. So there is this book here that they can go through and some videos before doing their first activity, because the outcome for this activity is to discuss how people with disabilities access digital coursework and web resources. We have the written material, but also some videos so that there's different ways for my learners to engage with and perceive the information. And then a Stories of Web Users discussion forum, where they'll pick 2 stories and discuss what was surprising to them. So they kind of get some self-reflection there, which I think is nice. What I'm working on right now that has been taking some time is this Universal Design for Learning lesson, which I think is pretty interesting. And it's basically a way for students to navigate through a lesson with some check yourself questions. So they'll have this question here. Let's say I answered true and submit. I'll be shown no, that's not correct. So I can try again, and that will move the students through the material. There's a few more questions and then some more information on universal design for learning as it applies to distance learning. And so that's kind of going to help bolster this outcome here about understanding the relevancy of inclusive and accessible design, because UDL talks a lot about that. The next one is actually what I think will be the easiest outcome, created to-do list for how to carry out a preliminary accessibility evaluation. I think that'll be relatively simple to do because it's less about providing and creating learning material and more about showing how to do something, and I find that that's a little bit easier for me. But that's where I'm at right now. You can see here if I turn editing on quickly what it looks like as I build the content out. One thing I just noticed while making this video is I need to indent this activity here. And that's where I'm at. Thanks for watching.